Now, we're talking about health, and you don't know that it's tied into immigration. So a headline today is that Washington has a mumps outbreak, 300 cases around Spokane and Seattle. But that's not where it's limited. Mumps has gone through a resurgence in America as a result of the borders being broken down. The politicized CDC was forced to report that mumps cases were confirmed in 46 states and the D.C. last year, totaling 5,311 infections. 8 states reported more than 100 cases in 2016. Arkansas, Iowa, Indiana, Illinois, Massachusetts, New York, Oklahoma, and Texas. Can any one of you progs try to use your brain and engage it for 2 seconds and tell me if you actually believe that mumps did not resurge in America as a result of immigrants coming in with this infection? Because I'll tell you you're wrong. I'll tell you point blank that Obama should be tried for crimes against America for what he has done to this country, flooding us not only with terrorists. Go back and look at all the events going all the way back during his 8 years, his reign of terror. Don't tell me there were no attacks by Muslims during the 8 years. There were plenty. You probably forgot them all because of the brainwashing. One terrorist attack after another under Obama and the stooges he put in the Department of Homeland Security and DHS. They did not do their job. They didn't do their job. All of them were infested with Obamaites. One terrorist attack after another. How could the gay people of America in particular not understand the danger they are in from unfettered immigration from Muslim nations? Are you people that stupid? Do you have any idea how you're looked upon amongst traditional, fanatical, throwback Islamists? Do you know what they think of you? Why do you march with them? What's wrong with you? What's the point of me screaming? I could scream from a rooftop, you're not going to hear me. Your mind is made up. You're locked into your doxy. Liberalism is a mental disorder. There's no changing the mind of people who have no mind. It's that simple. If you have no mind, you can't appeal to a person. You can't reason with them. So let's put aside the issue of how people who are gay are treated by Islamists. Let's look at the diseases that have resurged in America as a result of Obama's insane policies of flooding us with unscreened immigrants and breaking our borders wide open and telling the Border Patrol they couldn't do their job. I've already told you the answer. Just by stating the case, I made the answer. I've told you, is mumps the only epidemic that's come back, the only disease that's resurged? You think it's a minor illness? It can kill you. It can kill you, my friends. There are many illnesses that were virtually wiped out in this country because of the greatest public health system the world had had until this fanatical left-wing idiot took over the country, along with idiots like those you are seeing in the media. Drug-addicted fools who don't even know what they're talking about. Schumer himself doesn't know what he's talking about. A liar through and through. He always has been. Here's a man screaming his head off about the poor Muslims. Right? What does he have to say about the Christians who had their heads cut off all these years? How come Schumer didn't cry when people were being raped on an industrial level? Where were you then, Charlie, you liar, you? When Christian and Yazidi girls were being raped around the clock, you lying rat, you. Where were you when I called out? Schumer, do something about it. Where was that liar, Hillary Clinton? The representative of all women on the earth. Where was she when little girls were crying because they're being raped 24 hours a day by those vermin in ISIS who should be wiped off the planet? I'd like to see the B-1s and the B-2s flying over the Middle East. I'd love to wake up to hear the rumble in the sky again. I hope Trump unleashes Armageddon on them. I'd like to see them all killed. I want ISIS off the planet. You're not going to see me crying on a street corner if I see cluster bombs being dropped on their training camps. I'd like to see them running out of their training camps like rats out of a nest that's been sprayed with a toxin. That's what's coming. It's in Trump's war, whether you like it or not.